Hello and welcome to Sheba online classes standard 9. Today I will be taking unit 7, the last unit 7 poem. The name of the poem is The Stick Together Families by Edgar Albert Guest. Okay. First I will introduce the poet and then we will start with the poem. Edgar Albert Guest is known as the people's poet. Okay. Why? Because a reflection of his optimistic nature of his life's work and his popularity. See, he deals with life, that is life lessons, how we should live, how the one person's life can improve, how can he have a positive outlook to life. So that's what it is. Okay, so that's why he is known as the people's poet. So what is a common man, what he thinks, how he wants to live a life, so he can understand that, and that kind of a poems only he is written. Okay, and then a newspaper man by profession. He is a newspaper man by profession, but his works endures to his day and he has many fans all around the world. Okay, and how many things he written? See there, Guest was one of the most prolific poets the world has ever known, writing some 11,000 verses in his 77 years, for which he was a poet laureate for Michigan. Okay, so that's what he is. That's what is written. Life. What is he known as? The people's poet. And what is written about now? This topic, today's poet's topic, that heading, title itself, you can understand. The stick together families. That means what? What is a stick together families? According to you, what do you understand by that? See, because stick together families nowadays, are there any like that? Nothing, no. Like what they are saying is joint families. See, joint families are very rare nowadays, because people are more they want to earn and they want to live a high life, and what they do is they go separate themselves from the joint family and they live a nuclear family. What is nuclear family? Just husband, wife, 2 children, or also 1 child. That's all. Husband, wife, and 1 child. So much they have reduced the population. That is their growth. That is the family members have been shortened. That is reduced. Before, how it was a big huge family, one big house, it's called the Haveli, or that kind of one very big house they'll be having, and mother, grandfather, grandmother, sons, all the sons, 4 or 5 sons will be there, their family, their wives, their children, everybody will be staying under one roof. They'll be having separate room, one big house that they'll be having, and it was such a happy moment. Like children, those who are they are born in such families, no, they have the true value for relationship, and they are surrounded with so much love and affection. Okay, and see, if there is any function or a festival or any weddings in the family, it will be like it's such a happy moment, isn't it? Everybody will be together. They'll discuss the thing about what can be done and all that. No, anything in case anything you want to decide or something. If you want to, like any big step you are going to take in your life, you want to do some business, something, immediately who we go to our elders, isn't it? We go to our elders, means say what can we do, give us some advice. So that is kind of one love and affection and everything together only is joint family. But nowadays it is rare means very rare. Okay, so we never get to see such joint families. So that is what this story is about, this poem is about. Okay, let's read it. I'll explain to you as I'm reading. Now little more about the families I will tell you, that is about what he's written. The poet Edgar Albert Guest, in this poem, The Stick Together Families, brings out the theme, there is nothing quite as valuable as family for those lucky enough to have one. Okay, that is those who are in joint families, he is saying. He brings out the differences in the attitudes of children living in a joint family and a nuclear family. He is comparing, that is children living in a joint family, how is their mental, how they are, their emotion, their sentiment, how they are, and children comparing to a nuclear family, how they are. Okay, then the stick together families are the happiest of all, whereas brothers and sisters of nuclear families take separate ways. All the children from the joint family are the gladdest people who circle at the fireplace. No power can break them except death. That's what he's saying. So this kind of one small introduction I've given. Now I will explain to you the poem. Okay. Before starting the poem, there's another one thing in your book itself, a warm up place. Just we'll read it. At the heart of the life lies the relationship you have with other people, isn't it? Our man's life is surrounded by relationships. Okay, it can be mother, father, grandfather, that kind of relationship, a friend's relationship, okay, sister's relationship, how it is, how we grow out of it, isn't it? How we can live with them. Okay, that is what you are surrounded with people, with family. That is what kind of relationship you have with your family, with your classmates, with your friends, close by and far away. That is friends, not only your besties, your best friends, even other friends, that is in your class, that kind of school friends. All relationship are based on some commonly accepted values like respect. How it is based? On respect, honesty, consideration and commitment. Okay. So, these are the things which is based on these qualities. Think about all that. This relationship, what they are saying is, there is one exercise given to you. Each relationship, think about all the important relationship in your family and complete this table given. So, there is one table given to you. Let me see how you are going to write this down. Just one small exercise for you. You can show it to your the class teacher what you've done. Okay. Keep this all, when the school reopens, you can bring it and show it to us. Okay. Now, what they are saying is relationship with your grandmother, then your parents, siblings means sisters and brothers, cousins also can be, friends, and then teachers. Of course, what kind of relationship you have with us. So, that also you can write. Feel free to write what you are going to write, and what are some of the columns I have given to you. Write it here itself. Don't have to write in any paper or anything. Write it here itself. Okay. Now, let us start the poem. The stick together families are happier by far. Who are the stick together families? I told you, the joint families. What he is saying, are happier by far than the brothers and sisters who take separate highways are. That is, if they go away separately. I don't want to live in your joint family, I want to go separately, I want to go enjoy life. Like that they will not enjoy life. It's a very short-lived life. Immediately any festivals, what happens? Again they will come back to their families. Why? Separately you enjoy, no? Why you can't enjoy any festivals when you are cutting away from the family and going away? No. You should be there itself, you should not come to the family. But why that any festivals, any marriage get-togethers, why do you come? You got cut away. Again they come back to the family, isn't it? That means they respect, they honor that family. Okay. The gladdest people living are the wholesome folks who make a circle at the fireplace that no power but death can break. So, like in the evening times, what happened? The whole family get together. Say during Sundays only everybody have got a holiday, isn't it? All have holidays and we all come together, all the men and women and the family all sit together, they watch TV or they come and sit and simply have a small snack together. So, everybody comes together, sit and they enjoy each other's talk, small that they share their stories, what happened. So, that is only the most happiest part of our life. So, who can separate such stick together families, such bonded families? What can separate them? Only death can separate us, nothing else. Okay. So, and the finest of the conventions ever held beneath the sun, okay, finest creations of God ever held beneath the sun are the little family gatherings when the busy day is done. Okay. So, nothing is comparable, nothing in the world can be compared to a happy family, isn't it? Happy, that too, what kind of a family? A whole big family with everybody together. That kind of happiness, no, nothing can be, even gold cannot be valued. Okay. So, this is more valuable than anything else. That happiness, that is what we earn for, isn't it? We yearn for what? Such happiness only. Can you always sit in one room full of money and gold? Can you be happy? You cannot be happy. You have to share this with somebody else, no? You need your sisters, your brothers, your mother, you need that, no? Without simply having all that money to yourself, will that money give you that much happiness? 2 days, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, okay, 1 month. After that, you will come back to your family only. Family only is the best part of your life, okay. See, they are rich folk, they are poor folk who imagine they are wise, and they are very quick to shatter all the little family ties. Each goes searching after pleasure in their own selected way. Each with strangers likes to wander, with strangers like to play. But its bitterness they harvest, and its empty joy they find. For the children that are wisest are the stick together kind. So, this para what they are saying is stanza. He is saying whether you are poor, whether you are rich or poor, whatever it is, people go in search of what? To earn money. Okay, they want to earn money. That's what they do is they leave the family, they go away somewhere to some unknown country. They go to some unknown country and they start earning. They earn and they send the money here. But what they have been that is devoid of that love and the affection of the family. They go away with for cheap pleasure. Sometimes some children, what they do is they want to enjoy life. I cannot stay here. They say, I hate this country. I hate this. I don't want to be there. I want to go to some foreign country, get settled there, high life, have a luxurious life. How many days will you live like that? Automatically you will think of your mother, think of your parents, isn't it? Your sisters, or you have to come here only. Your roots are here only. Wherever you go, your roots are here in our country. Your family is is holding you. Okay, so that's what they are the most unfortunate people. What the poet is saying, those who just cut away and go away and they want for pleasures, they want to go seek for pleasures, they are most unfortunate people. Okay, so all the little ties they shatter, that means they cut off all the ties. They cut off all the ties and they go and live, thinking that they want to live a luxurious life. They are spending their time with unknown people, strangers. They don't know who they are. So today they'll be very happy, they'll be very good friends because you got lot of money. Okay, strangers, what they'll do, you have got lot of money. So what they'll do, they will only be friendship with your money, only not with you. Okay, they will cut off all the ties. They take your money and go away. If you don't have money, no one will going to be with you. Okay, you will be standing alone. That time you will think about your family or parents. So each goes searching after pleasure in their own selected way. Each with strangers like to wander and with strangers like to play. So with strangers you want to be, with strange country you want to be. You don't want to be in your country. So that's what he's saying. That is very bad. But it's bitterness they harvest. They are not having happiness. They are bitterness. That is, they are increasing their enmity. They are getting a lot of enemies only into their account, but not friends. Okay, all the others, the strangers, they'll come only to have pleasure with your money only, not for your emotions or your sentiments. Okay, get that in your keep this poem very close to your heart. It's empty joy they find, empty joy only, nothing else. What he's saying is just empty joy. For the children that are wisest are the stick together kind. That is, whatever it is, earning money or not, I am going to stay with my family. This is my family. My happiness is here only. So that kind of a children only will have a good life. Okay, that's what he is saying. Every end part of that stanza will have one punchline. That is, see there. For children that are wisest are the stick together kind. Okay. Next stanza, third stanza. There are some who seem to fancy that the gladness they must roam, that for smiles that are brightest they must wander far from home, that the strange friend is the true friend and they travel far astray. They waste their life in striving for a joy that's far away. But the gladdest sort of people, when the busy day is done, all the brothers and sisters who together share their fun. So this stanza again is telling about the second stanza, a little more elaborate about the second stanza. What is saying? There are some who seem to fancy that the gladness they must roam. So for gladness, no, for happiness you cannot be at home. They are saying, being at home, oh my God, I cannot be at home. I want to go around the world. I want to go roam. I want to enjoy myself. That kind of people are there. Okay, that smiles that are brightest, they must wander far. You want to smile, you want for happiness, no? They are just leaving their family and they are going away. Okay, so that is that a permanent solution? Not at all a permanent solution at all. That the strange friend is some friend is your true friend, you may be thinking. That is not. They travel, so to seek this friendship, to seek happiness, they are traveling, they are leaving their family and traveling far and far and far without knowing. Astray means what? You are just left loose, nothing. That is, you are just nobody is there to hold you back. No relationship is there to hold you back. You don't respect anybody. You just want to wander and to find happiness. But the gladdest, again the next last lines is the poet how he is telling. But the gladdest sort of people, when the busy day is done, all the brothers and sisters who together share their fun. So after each day, we come back to the family. Oh, what happened? How was the day? How was your day? How was your day? What did you do? That anybody is there to ask you such questions. tell you mother will come, did you eat, what time you ate, first time that's what a mother, anybody a son or a daughter, mother what she'll ask, did you eat, did you have your lunch, she'll be so caring to ask you whether you have eaten or not. If you go away somewhere in a foreign, some strange country, who is there to ask you, who is there to find out all these small things? This will give you happiness. Mother's home handmade that is food, all that you'll be missing, no? You'll be eating some food, you'll get sick also. So whatever it is, home is the best. East or west, home is the best. Then it's the stick together family that wins the joys of earth, that hears the sweetest music, that finds the finest mirth. It's the old home roof that shelters all the charm that life can give. There you find the gladdest playground, there the happiest spot to live. Oh, weary wandering brother, if contentment you would win, come you back into the fireside and be comrade with your kin. So last line, last stanza is telling you advice to all the children out there. You are the future, okay? So these who we are referring to, those who are reading, who are watching this video, children, you are the future. Everything depends on your decision only. So this last stanza is really very, keep it close to your heart. See what he is telling. Edgar Albert Guest is telling, it's a stick together families that win the joys of earth. That is earth, in the earth, what is the joy? Gold, silver, money, that is only secondary. First joy is what? Family. Family is your first joy. First, always keep family first. That hears the sweetest music and that finds the finest mirth. That is being with the family, you'll always kind of one happiness in your heart, and there will be one kind of contentment, and mirth is what? Happiness, joy. It's the old home roof that shelters all the charm that life can give. So wherever you go, ultimately you have to come back here only. The charm of life is here in your family only. Your mother's smile, that smile where you are going to in search of so many countries, that happiest smile you can get in your mother's face only. That sweet smile of your mother, that the gentle talk of your mother only is the best, okay? Weary wandering brother, if contentment you would win, come you back into the fireside and be comrade with your kin. So please don't go wandering anywhere else. Comrade means come back, come to your family. If you have gone also, no problem. Come back to your family. Be with your family. Family is first. See, if any one family member goes off, then afterwards you should not regret. Oh God, I was not a good child, I was not a good son, I was not a good daughter. If mother and father, if see, they are not going to live here, all your, that is, they are not going to live, they are not, any time their end will come, okay? Anytime they will die, isn't it? As they age, they will die. So after they die, don't think I have not done this, I should have come back to my family, I should have done that. That is waste talk, okay? So till they are alive, till they are there, be with them, okay? That is your first foremost responsibility, to make your parents happy. Alright, so hope you have liked this poem. Keep it very close to your heart, understand this poem. See, every that is end of the poem, the thing that is rhyming words and rhyming scheme is very clear cut here. See, far, R, A, then BB, then CC. A, BB, CC. R, far, A, make, break, BB, sun, done, CC. So same way the whole poem goes there, okay? Wise, ties, way, play, find, kind. Roam, home, astray, away, done, fun. Mirth, earth, give, live, win, kin. So it is A, BB, CC, entire poem, okay? Hope you read this once, read this poem once, learn it up, okay? It's not for memory, okay? But you should know the question answers. Thank you.